Morning, guys. Mark Fresh Protect Dog Training and Golden Girl. Good. Yep. Good girl. Good. There you go. Okay, notice her jumping up on me all the time. What I'll start doing is kind of ignoring it or bouncing backwards, telling her no, and she can fall on her face. Basically setting up a negative marker with the no. She doesn't know no yet. Good. She is following the hands. We've seen her work the last couple, 2-3 days. She's come on. Good. Good. Her brain is starting to settle. She's starting to understand what she's supposed to be doing. There you go. Good. See it? There she goes. Now she's actually showing me she understands what I'm asking her to do when I point to a direction. Keep in mind, dogs are one of the few animals that understand pointing direction. And this is because of the genetic stamp in a really big way. They've been a herder, and herders are always have more ability with voice tone, body language, all that, because they're directed by the rancher, by the farmer, to go after the sheep or the cattle and all that and have to follow directions. So they've been bred for that, right? And these guys are in that herder class, where they were when they started anyway. And now they're actually considered a mixed breed, believe it or not, because they're not pure anymore. They've been bred back to terriers and all kinds of different dogs to create the modern day Dutch Shepherd. It basically is a dog that's been bred to do the protection work. It used to be they started out herding cattle and all that. And if you did DNA on these guys, you'd probably find out there's a couple different dogs in them. Saw a podcast yesterday, and the breeder was talking about that he had gotten scammed because his dog was Roddy Pitt, and then after he got around him, he started to realize he saw the pit in the face. Somebody like me that's been looking at dogs for so many years and stuff, and getting aware of mixed breeds and all that, I always used to pride myself on being able to tell you what was in the dog, what breeds are in the dog. I'm kind of still halfway good at it, but and letting her brain take over and let her find the answers, right? Good girl, good. Good girl. Good. Make sure I get my left hand in here. Good girl, good. Let's see if I can get her to go to my side in that heel posture. Good girl, good. Good girl, good. Come on. Lock it, lock it, lock it. She can't have it until she does the right thing. As soon as she does, and I tell her, yes, that's the right answer, right? With my click. See if I can get her to do it down from there. Yeah, there you go. Good girl, good. There you go, good. Now, it's a good example of information coming into the dog. I was talking about that the other day, where you got sound, you got body language, all this stuff, all this information that's coming to a young mind, right? And she has no clue. She's not like Big Boy, where Big Boy's been doing all kinds of things. He's got his lexicon pretty well figured out and started. A lot more to go, of course, but no, good, and yes is where it all started. But it also starts with luring the dog. So we need the dog to understand what these positions mean. And remember, they don't understand it until they see it again and again. So that's why you see me raise my hand right now. Nope. Good. Trying to make sure I don't drop any food on the ground because we'll get bad habits started. But almost near to 9 possible, especially for me. I'm bad at it. I believe in putting enough food in the hand sometimes to get a good scent pool. So they really want to go after it. The more food's in the hand, the more that scent pool is going to be drawing them like a magnet to the hand, right? So there'll be times like I just did. I put a big old wad of it in there and then try to give it to her a little at a time. Now we're done, right? Instead of just 1 or 2 pieces, I want a big enough pile that I'm going to get that scent pool going, and then she wants to follow it, right? Nope, nope. Good. Main thing is don't let her have it. So we'll find out what happens here with time. Hup, hup, come on. Good girl, good, there you go. And hitting her with my voice tone at the right moment. So timing on that is important too. So right away when I, yep, come on, yay, good girl, good, yeah, good girl. You hear the voice tone change. There's a pattern and a timing in that as well, right? Good girl. A lot of times I don't even realize what I'm doing. I've been doing it so long that I have to sit here and think about it as I'm doing it and break it down to you and start talking about it. And then get you aware of it because I'm talking about it, right? Good. Good. Her brain is starting to register now that click means that I get food. And I'm not giving it to her, not giving it to her. I wanted her to step the back end, right? As soon as she, I don't want her stepping up, but that's all right. We'll give it to her. And then remember what I said. If you make a mistake, I wanted her to step here. If you make a mistake, just go ahead and give it to her anyway because you've got a contract. The contract is if the click goes, she gets her food. Especially when they're first starting to learn, you got to stick to your contract, right? So she understands that that click means that she's getting what she's supposed to. And as soon as she stepped, even one little step in the back, she doesn't register it yet. She will with time, though. Over time, she'll start understanding, wait a minute, I'm stepping in the back. That's what's getting my click. Just takes time, right? Up, up. Good, good, good. Here. Good, 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 good. So she starts to learn that good means the food's going to go between her legs, right? And the other puppy hadn't figured that out yet. She's got it figured out. She understands it because she picked up it yesterday. Good. So now we need to keep doing the sound. Good. Until she registers that that is what equals 2 and 2 equals, adds up 4, right? But the good marker is preceding food being dropped to the ground. So we'll get another down out of her. Nice big pool of food in my hand because I'm going to be doing good. Good. Now, if I can get her to pick up on the fact that I'm moving to her, nope, and I'm not going to be able to because she's just too fidgety right now, but she'll get there. Come on, baby. Good girl, good. Good girl. Good girl, come on. Remember what I'm always saying, always too fast, never too slow. So I'll take my time, build these building blocks that'll be with her for the rest of her life, right? Same thing I'm doing with Big Boy. All the little building blocks that I'm putting in with, good, there you go, good girl, good, there you go, good girl, good. Will add up, and that's why I take my time and really methodically build those blocks, those building blocks that are going to be with him for the rest of his life. That little calming that I'm doing right now and getting him to, he's sitting there on his own. He gave me the behavior, and so I went with it, right? I saw it, and I said, well, we want to teach him to be calm because these guys don't have any problem at all spiraling up, believe me. Their threshold is going to always be a problem once they get stimulated. Keeping them under threshold is what we call. In other words, we don't want them to spiral up where they lose their ability to even think, right? And that's what happens with these guys. If you don't do things right, that drive state is there. It's always in the bottle. Good. And when they go over threshold, that's where you start to have problems because now they're not thinking clearly, and all it is pure adrenaline and pure emotional go juice, right? Gets into problems. You hear that's the biggest reputation these guys have. It's climbing the leash, coming back on their handlers and all that. It's all about an emotional state of mind that's over threshold, right? So it's important to make sure we balance this so we don't let them go over threshold. We keep them, we've got to get them to understand it, right? We'll take them there, but we got to get them to go from 101 or 110, like I said, down to 0 again. They've got to learn to toggle back and forth. Good. Yep. Good girl, good, there you go, good girl, good girl, good. There you go, good girl. Hitting her with that voice tone that means something different. It's a happy voice tone. It is, yay. All right, we're done, Mama. We're done. Yeah. I don't know what to name you yet. I still don't know what to name you. All right, talk to you guys later. Mark Fresh Protect Dog Training. We'll just call her Goldie. Yeah, it's a good name, Goldie. We might just call you Goldie, huh? I'm Goldie. Since you're such a cool Goldie color, huh? Yeah, you Goldie? Yeah. We do a little bit more of this to where I'm asking her to come to this. Good, and then a click, and we'll end it right in there. Come on. Good. Nope. Come on. Come on. She's starting to shut down already. Her brain is starting to float somewhere else, right? I'm going to put her in the box and feed her a bowl of food. She didn't eat it all yesterday. She's used to eating with her litter. There's 3 or 4 heads in there the whole time, and so that stimulates them eating. And now that you've got that in that repetition, into that behavior pattern, it's hard to break that. Her, she doesn't seem to have the appetite.